Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome back. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most intense police chases ever caught on Dashcam and Bodycam. High speeds, split-second decisions, and shocking endings you won't believe are real. Buckle up, this is pure chaos in motion.
On October 24, 2024, Arkansas police officers on patrol spotted a Ford F-150 speeding on the roadway. When they activated their emergency lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over and accelerated, escalating the situation.
Roll over 216. Hey.
After a precise pit maneuver caused the vehicle to lose control, roll several times, and come to rest disabled on the roadway, officers issued commands to the occupants and successfully took them into custody. All individuals were subsequently transported to jail on related charges.
In the next incident, a disruptive driver fled from police, prompting officers to perform a pit maneuver to bring the pursuit to an end. On July 14, 2025 at 7:18 a.m., Trooper Keaton Ramsey was notified of a pursuit involving a gray Chevrolet S10 fleeing east on I-40. He repositioned from the 69-mile marker to exit 67 for possible interception. The suspect exited onto Highway 64, where Ramsey joined the pursuit as lead unit near State Highway 315. The chase continued eastbound at roughly 70 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone.
Net direct, chase 22 pursuit.
As Trooper Ramsey closed in, he attempted a pit maneuver on the passenger side, using a wide-open yard along the south side of the highway to minimize risk. The suspect swerved hard to the left, trying to evade the maneuver. Near Shields Road, the vehicle lost control, crossed into the westbound lane, overcorrected, and slid off the north side of the road. It struck an embankment, briefly went airborne, and came to rest in a ditch, about half a mile from where Ramsey had joined the pursuit.
Roll over, roll over, roll over, roll over. It'll be over if you roll over.
The driver, later identified as Lewis Black, was safely removed from the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. A preliminary investigation revealed that Black had initially fled from police at a local Waffle House after failing to pay for his meal and causing a disturbance by talking to himself, which made employees feel unsafe. He was also found to be driving on a suspended license, without insurance, and not wearing a seatbelt. Additionally, Black had an active warrant at the time of the incident.
On September 15, 2024, Trooper Kenneth Ray, patrolling the Gandy Bridge in Pinellas County, Florida, spotted a vehicle speeding and weaving erratically. The trooper attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to pull over, sparking a pursuit. Trooper Kenneth Ray executed a pit maneuver causing the suspect's car to strike a concrete wall. Despite the damage, the driver continued to flee at a slower pace, determined to evade capture.
We're about halfway down to signal 16. We're stopped.
Trooper Kenneth Ray performed another pit maneuver, successfully bringing the suspect's vehicle to a complete stop. Both the driver and passenger were arrested and secured in the trooper's patrol car.
Baby, on my hair.
I'm so sorry, bro.
I'm gonna jump over the bridge.
Huh? No. Tighten up, bro. Tighten up, baby. Baby, please stop. I swear to God, I'm gonna bond you out, bro. If anything happens, bro, I swear to God, we straight, bro.
We're
Just
not.
stop. Don't. Bro, do not say anything, bro. We straight, bro. I promise you. Baby, stop. Don't do that. You're gonna get more charges, bro.
How stupid can you be?
What?
Why is it a thing to do to run from a state trooper?
I was scared.
Scared of what?
Not making it home.
The driver, Brandon LeBoy, was charged with fleeing from police. Despite his girlfriend somehow removing her handcuffs and attempting to jump out of the vehicle to flee on foot, LeBoy begged her not to. She ultimately complied and remained in the vehicle. Both LeBoy and his girlfriend were taken into custody, bringing this chaotic chase to a definitive end.
On August 20th, 2024, an urgent radio alert crackled through the airwaves. A yellow Chevrolet Malibu was fleeing Alabama Highway Patrol, racing toward Florida at dangerous speeds. The Florida Highway Patrol rushed to intercept at the state line, but moments later, disaster struck. The Malibu's driver didn't hesitate. She pushed past 120 miles per hour, barreling into a construction zone crowded with workers and patrol cars. Every second tightened like a wire. With no other option, officers executed a high-speed pit maneuver. The car spun, smoke billowed, and then it hit the guardrail hard. The Malibu lay crumpled on the roadside, its front end twisted and smoking. Officers swiftly surrounded the wreck and arrested the driver, Identified as Angelina Marie Stillwell, records revealed she had never held a driver's license. Now facing multiple felony charges, including high-speed fleeing and eluding, she was transported to an Alabama prison to await prosecution.
It was just past noon on April 7th, 2025, when an Arkansas state trooper noticed a silver Nissan Altima with a cracked windshield coasting past his position. The driver seemed calm, almost too calm, but when the trooper flipped on his lights, that calm vanished in an instant. The Altima darted down a side road and a quiet traffic stop turned into a high-stakes pursuit.
Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. 25 more, 1037, 1037. We're headed back northbound toward 335. Driving left to center with stop. We are going northbound on 335 toward Highway 7. If you can get on top of it, try to go in TBI and you get to 55. Okay, he's trying to flip around northbound, flip around southbound, flip around southbound. TBI, TBI, TBI. Get back here! Oh, no, you don't.
Kareem Malik Bolton, the driver, was arrested after a precise pit maneuver disabled his vehicle. Inside the car, 6 ounces of marijuana, open bottles of whiskey, nearly $2,000 in cash, and an active warrant from the Arkansas Department of Corrections. Another fugitive who learned the hard way that running only makes the impact worse. And just like that, another pursuit ends, but the chaos doesn't stop here. Make sure to check out the next video to see what happens when another suspect takes things even further. Trust me, it's one you don't want to miss. Thanks for sticking around, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
At approximately 4:15 p.m. on December 21st, 2024, Sergeant James Hager of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office responded to a reported domestic violence incident. However, the suspect's next actions would turn a routine call into a far more difficult day on the job for law enforcement.
Say one from arrival.
While deputies were speaking with individuals involved, the suspect suddenly bolted outside and climbed into Sergeant Hager's patrol vehicle.
He just stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central. Copy. Get out.
After stealing the patrol vehicle, the suspect went on to carjack a red Kia SUV from a woman and drove off recklessly in an attempt to escape. An officer prepared spike strips to stop the suspect, but heavy traffic and the suspect's high speed, estimated around 100 miles per hour, made deployment unsuccessful. However, the suspect's reckless actions would soon catch up with him.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4.
At mile marker 104, the suspect collided with a red Volkswagen traveling northbound on US 1. Following the crash, he attempted to continue fleeing but lost control of the vehicle, which overturned off the roadway. Officers approached with weapons drawn, issuing commands but received no response from the suspect.
I'm taking mine out. Sir,
Go take it out.
Sheriff's office, come out.
That ain't opening it, Andy.
That's kind of open with you.
We need to bust out the truck.
Go.
Right here. Body right here. Body right here. Body right
Body?
Body right there. Body. I got you.
here. Watch it.
Is he 7?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Can you hear me?
714-556 Palm Drive for the white.
Can you hear me? Sheriff's office.
For the road rescues.
Police, highway patrol.
Is he 7?
No.
Almost no rival.
I can't see anything.
He's not moving on this side. Yeah, he's not moving. I got air back here.
Can you see his hands or anything?
I'm hitting. Go ahead.
Can we open this?
Also, the child is pretty badly injured.
I got you.
Good. You're almost there.
And my thing break. Get on the other side. Hey, break it on the other side.
Yeah, right here. Guys, do we have a knife? Do we have a knife? We just got
I got a glass breaker if you need it.
break it. Shield. Give me the shield. I got it. Give me the shield. Let's try to get that door open right here.
We can't.
Guys, can we cut the airbag? Does anybody have a knife?
I got a
We have a knife.
with a knife.
He's moving. Hands up. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
The suspect, later identified as Armando Lope, was found trapped inside the vehicle and required assistance from officers to get out. He was taken into custody, transported to the hospital for evaluation, and then booked into the Key West jail without further incident.
Someone call for rescue now.
My piss. Oh shit.
Recovery position. Come on.
Get up on your.
After 9 in the evening on September 24th, 2023, the Arkansas State Police lit up their cruisers behind a suspicious BMW on Interstate 30. It wasn't the kind of car you could ignore. A 2006 model rolling with phony tags and a heavy foot on the accelerator. The man behind the wheel, 32-year-old Byron Brown, had no interest in pulling over. Within seconds, a simple traffic stop spiraled into a chase that would tear across Little Rock highways.
By the bridge. Just before Scott Henderson.
The end came swiftly and without mercy. Byron Brown was ejected from the car and lost his life in the aftermath, leaving only twisted metal and unanswered questions. The discovery of a semi-automatic pistol inside the BMW hinted at deeper troubles, but the truth is clear: one reckless decision on the highway can erase every other choice in an instant.
Around 8:55 p.m. on March 30th, 2023, Trooper Matthew was patrolling near County Line Road and Sunflower Road, looking for Brandon Nicholas Taylor, wanted on felony warrants and suspected in an arson and grand theft case. Taylor was believed to be driving a black Ford F-150 and had no valid license. Trooper Matthew spotted a black F-150 run a stop sign and speed up to 57 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. As Trooper A. Middlebrooks was conducting a nearby traffic stop, the F-150 swerved and sped past, nearly hitting him. Middlebrooks shined a light into the truck and confirmed the driver was Taylor.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, gonna run. Copy, yeah, good. All over the roadway, almost struck up. He just fled.
Trooper Matthew tried to stop the vehicle, but it fled at high speed. Taylor ran a stop sign, drove onto private property, and nearly hit a backyard pool. As Trooper Matthew rounded a corner, he saw Taylor's truck in a yard blocked by another vehicle. He briefly detained a nearby man, later confirming it wasn't Taylor. Taylor's vehicle was last seen on Scottsdale Road before disappearing from view.
Get down here. Hey, stop, stable. Can you find the truck? Find the truck?
Middlebrooks, you bail out.
Stand by. Come to me, Brandon. Hey, stop, stable.
I'm coming. East or west? Approaching A-side. Are you coming out this old Woodville?
Troopers Sheffield and Middlebrooks re-engaged the pursuit after spotting Taylor's vehicle on Old Woodville Road. Taylor fled through private properties, damaging fences, before crashing into a tree in a wooded area off Maria del Carmen Road. He ran into the woods on foot. Trooper Cabe and K9 Kane tracked him with support from local deputies and a helicopter, but Taylor wasn't immediately found.
We got an ambulance coming. As soon as they take you out, we'll take you there. Brandon.
Taylor fled into the woods behind 32 Maria del Carmen, but was later found hiding under a porch cabinet by the homeowner, an off-duty officer who held him at gunpoint until police arrived. Taylor was arrested without incident, evaluated for leg pain by EMS, then medically cleared at the hospital before being booked into Wakulla County Jail.
Not gonna stop then.
On January 10th, 2023, while on patrol, an Arkansas state trooper was alerted to a suspect fleeing from a nearby officer. Responding swiftly, he located the suspect's vehicle and immediately activated his sirens to initiate the pursuit.
Go ahead.
Arkansas 362, Union David, 362, Union David. It's going to be a gold Toyota Corolla. 467 northbound, 440. Run around the median or back, northbound 67, one pit.
Run around the median. Back up 67.
Second pit. Let me see your hands! Step out of the car and face away from me! Step out of the car with your hands up! Face away from me! Felony stop. 467 northbound, 440. Face away from me! Walk back! Walk, keep your hands up! Over here, face away from me! Face away from me! Face, oh, shut the fuck up! And lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Let me see your other hand now. We get her other arm.
Just get up.
Roll over.
Hey! Hey! It's crazy. Y'all want my boy more than me. What the fuck? It's crazy. Nah, call my motherfuckers. I'm not going. Hey, don't put me.
You're going.
Hey, yo. Hey, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Get the fuck off of me, bro. Hey.
You better quit.
Hey, I don't give a shit. Hey.
Police managed to stop the vehicle, but the driver suddenly hit the gas and swerved into the median. Reacting quickly, officers executed a pit maneuver to bring the car to a halt. The driver was arrested at the scene and taken to the North Little Rock jail on multiple felony charges.
After that, 2312 to dispatch, we've got him going. I heard that shot, it was like pretty close. Okay, shield. All right. Shield, why don't you run a shield team with a rifle? Hey.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
Hands up!
Got traffic north side. Yep.
Hands up!
Need to get somebody to stop traffic northbound.
Hands up! Get your hands up!
I felt kind of stupid.
In the next incident, a drunk driver attempted to flee from police at high speed, causing a crash that left many outraged by his reckless actions.
50. 1050. Go ahead and start 52 to 51 as well.
On March 3rd, 2022, at around 8:02 p.m., Trooper First Class D. Thomas was conducting traffic enforcement on I-85 northbound near mile marker 92 when he observed a silver Porsche Cayman speeding and making improper lane changes. Trooper Thomas attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to comply, accelerated, and continued driving recklessly, prompting a high-speed pursuit.
66. X-ray clean time 166 to Georgia. He's going to be a 1080. Going northbound, coming up to exit 96. He's an HOV. Exit 96. North Crest Road, 96. Still northbound, number 1 lane. Clear northbound, number 1 lane. Clear.
He's passing 285 at this time.
Coming up to exit 99.
The vehicle continued northbound past mile marker 96, showing complete disregard for safety while reaching speeds over 119 miles per hour. The driver made several unsafe lane changes before merging into the right lane near mile marker 99. At that point, Trooper Thomas could barely keep track of the suspect, only able to see the vehicle's taillights in the distance.
He's still going northbound. I can still see him. The traffic is real bad. I'm in the HOV, number 1 lane. Continuing northbound, traffic bad. Looks like he's jumping towards exit 99. We're jumping towards exit 99. Yeah, he's probably taking this exit. Stand by. Looks like a 10.
While driving on the shoulder, the suspect lost control and crashed into a tow truck that was loading a disabled white pickup. The impact wedged the Porsche under the pickup. Trooper Thomas approached and noticed the driver appeared lethargic. The tow truck operator reported that the driver of the disabled pickup had been hit during the crash and thrown over the median wall onto Dawson Boulevard.
Don't fucking move!
There's somebody over there. Somebody over there. This guy hit somebody and you see him?
Oh, shit! You stupid motherfucker! Don't you goddamn move!
I think he's like
558, Marietta. Go ahead and start. Skirt. He struck a truck. What is it? Are you okay? What? Get out! Get out! I don't care if you fall. Get out! Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
The driver identified himself as Victor Allen Smith. Trooper Thomas noticed Smith was slurring his speech, mumbling, speaking slowly, and had watery eyes, signs of impairment. Smith was taken to Northside Gwinnett Hospital for evaluation, then transported to Gwinnett County Jail without further incident.
Walk to my car. You got anything on you? No. Where's your license? License, I need to know. Say again? How much have you had to drink?
On March 21st, 2025, around 7:30 p.m., a seat-pleasant police officer attempted a traffic stop on a Genesis sedan along the 6300 block of Martin Luther King Jr. Highway. The driver initially pulled over, but as the officer briefly returned to his patrol car, the suspect sped off. A lookout alert was broadcast to nearby agencies, and later that evening, Prince George County police officers located the sedan at a gas station on the 6700 block of the same highway. When they tried to stop it again, the driver once more hit the accelerator and fled.
Last time you got him out. Star trouble. 5-1. 5-1's coming.
You're willing to start, bro.
Okay, last time someone's trapped in the car. Okay, mom, we got a child. Got a child trapped in the car.
Where's the other car?
Put it 10-3, 10-3.
10-3. Got me. Get out.
They got him out.
First kid in the car. All right. Get fireboard roll.
All right, start fireboard. Start fireboard.
5-1. 5-1's coming.
Hey, use your punch.
This one? All right, stand up. Hold on.
Hold on, we coming.
Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
Prince George's County officers pursued the Genesis sedan only briefly before it slammed into a Nissan SUV uninvolved in the chase. The SUV was driven by 34-year-old Patricia Riddick, who had a young child with her. Body camera footage shows officers breaking into the vehicle to reach Riddick and the crying child inside. Riddick was rushed to a nearby hospital where she later died, while the child suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The crash happened at Martin Luther King Jr. Highway and Bellhaven Drive. The Genesis driver was transported in critical condition, and no officers were hurt in the incident.
We got a baby.
In the next incident, a man tried to outrun police, but he quickly realized every effort was pointless against troopers on his tail. At 11:20 a.m. on April 8, 2025, Chief Adrian Belcher and Trooper Johnson were notified that Dardanelle police were pursuing a Chevrolet S10 pickup truck after an equipment violation and reports of a passenger discarding suspected illegal substances. The pickup was heading south on Highway 7. As the pursuit continued, Ola police officers Terry Howell and Anthony Chronister deployed spike strips near Tucker Road and Highway 7. The deployment was successful, but the suspect pickup kept going toward the Ola city limits.
Stay primary.
Take hold.
We're east on North 2nd Street. For all units, that will be direct. That will be direct. Passing Gold Street on 2nd Street. Tim. The Tim said TBI. TBI. Temple.
After turning onto East Spring Road, Trooper Johnson executed a tactical vehicle intervention, forcing the suspect pickup off the roadway. The driver, identified as Craig Sebastian, fled on foot but was quickly captured by Trooper Johnson after a short chase. The passenger, Michaela Bowden, surrendered inside the pickup and was taken into custody by Dardanelle police. Sebastian was transported to the Yell County Detention Center, while Bowden was cited and released by Dardanelle police for littering.
So you ain't got to play with fucking oranges shit.
You don't have to fucking run either. And put everybody else in danger.
I got the radio. Southbound.
On April 8, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol officer on routine patrol observed a brown Chevrolet Malibu traveling at an excessively high rate of speed. The officer activated his emergency lights and siren in an attempt to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to comply and accelerated, escalating the situation into a pursuit.
Southbound OBT. What's the vehicle description? Chevy Impala. Southbound OBT going 10854. Southbound OBT at airport.
The fleeing vehicle ran a red light, narrowly avoiding a collision with another car. As officers closed in, one attempted a pit maneuver to end the pursuit, but the effort was unsuccessful. The driver managed to maintain control of the vehicle and continued to flee at a high rate of speed.
Northbound on Division.
Now eastbound on Anderson Street. Attempting to people. Still eastbound on Anderson Street. Just by Summerlane Avenue. We are going over I-4 on Anderson. Going under the spot garage. Still eastbound Anderson. People big. Big. Alright, we need a cross street. Have you went under 408 yet?
The pursuit finally ended when officers successfully stopped the vehicle in a parking lot. The driver, later identified as Tristan Stephen Dixon, exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended by law enforcement. Dixon was transported to the county jail to face multiple related charges. On November 5, 2023, a BOLO alert was issued for a green Infiniti i30 driven by Richard Caldwell, who was wanted for aggravated assault in the east-west connector area. Police immediately launched an urgent search for the vehicle and its driver. As the vehicle suddenly pulled out of the Holiday Inn parking lot, officers moved in to initiate a stop. Instead, Caldwell accelerated and took off, swerving across lanes and even crossing the median into oncoming traffic. Lieutenant Easter engaged in pursuit as the chase escalated. The question now loomed large. Would officers be able to apprehend the fleeing suspect?
Put Hey, put your arms out to your side. Put your arms out to your side. Turn your palms up.
After the pit maneuver, which left the vehicle in pieces and stopped in the Austell Street parking lot, Caldwell lay face down, but refused to show his hands. Officers deployed a taser, allowing him to be safely restrained and handcuffed. The outcome was clear. Attempting to flee only compounds the crime, and the law ensures that those who defy it are held accountable. On March 3rd, 2022, the Georgia Highway Patrol received an emergency call from the Bibb County Sheriff's Office regarding an active pursuit. A blue Toyota Corolla was fleeing along Bass Road before swerving onto Georgia Highway 87 at a high, uncontrolled speed. Officers promptly dispatched units to intercept the vehicle, prepared for any potential outcome.
Got traffic. We good. Still going.
I got you. You still on 18?
Still on 18.
Got you.
Wrong side traffic. Alright, my hand just straight away. Alright, 1 second. Coming up. Approaching the hill. Alright, approaching traffic.
The driver sped recklessly, weaving through heavy traffic and repeatedly crossing into oncoming lanes, forcing other motorists to swerve in panic. As the pursuit reached its peak, the car abruptly swerved back across the median. Seizing the opportunity, officers executed a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to lose control and come to a halt.
Go right. No, he's going left. He's going right. He's going right. He's going right. He's going right.
Right on what?
Wrong side of traffic. Wrong side. Wrong side of the interstate. He's on the wrong side of traffic.
Wrong side of road.
Once the car came to a stop, officers quickly surrounded it. The driver opened the door and surrendered without resistance, allowing police to arrest him without further incident. He was later identified as Stephen Law and was booked into the Bibb County Jail on multiple felony charges. This serves as a stark reminder. No one is above the law, and reckless driving carries serious consequences.
In Strongsville, Ohio, officers were alerted to a possible theft in progress. Dillard's Loss Prevention reported 2 suspects getting into a black SUV. Officers quickly ran the vehicle's plate and made a shocking discovery. The owner was wanted, and the vehicle had fled from multiple agencies over the past week. With this new information, the situation was about to escalate.
The driver, walk back towards me, okay? Walk back towards me. You come to this side? Stay right there. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Keep walking.
Hey! He's running! Stop!
Fight.
The front seat passenger, Nyquist, quickly jumped into the driver's seat and sped off. He recklessly exited the parking lot at high speed, narrowly missing a pedestrian in the process. But the spike strips, set up earlier, took effect, deflating one of his tires. With the tire gone, Nyquist now faced a much tougher challenge trying to escape from law enforcement.
Moderate traffic. Is that tire down, Jake?
No, not yet. Alright, he's moving through traffic, coming up on Pearl, speed at 102. If you haven't already let Park know, please.
Whoever's in car 17, take over. I can't catch up with this vehicle. We take it over. Speed's 120.
As the suspect continued his reckless driving down the highway, another officer prepared to deploy spike strips ahead. After a few tense minutes, the suspect neared the officer's position. With no time to waste, the officer was ready to make his move and deploy the strips.
North.
Negative 58.
Alright, good spike. Wood Park got him. We're getting on 71 North ramp right now. He's smoking, front left, back left tire are flattening out. Half mile out from West 150, speed is 70, light traffic.
19 number 5, you. Sir, call. Look for you.
He's crashing out right now.
The suspect lost a tire as the spike strips took effect and came to a halt on the side of the road. But he wasn't done yet. Refusing to surrender, he exited the vehicle and began fleeing on foot.
Hey! Stop, you reach right-handed. I got both hands. Get your cuffs out. Then we got both ground. Alright. You got that one? Yep.
The driver was initially taken into custody pending further investigation and transported to the SPD jail. After confirming the suspect vehicle was not stolen, the driver was released without incident. However, Nyquist faced serious charges. He was arrested for failure to comply, resisting arrest, and drug paraphernalia possession. It was later discovered that nothing had been stolen from Dillard's. The suspect's vehicle was entered into Leeds as a felony vehicle, meaning it was connected to a felony crime, but the suspect's identity remained unknown. Additionally, the suspect had at least one warrant for theft out of North Olmsted PD. The 32-year-old Chad A. Murdoch allegedly hijacked a bus in Cincinnati, Ohio, before leading police on a wild chase into Indiana. As more patrol cars joined in, Murdoch took a desperate turn, plowing through cornfields and tearing across multiple yards in a reckless attempt to escape. We've seen plenty of wild pursuits, but this one takes it to another level. Stealing a school bus is one thing, but then tearing through cornfields like it's an off-road rally, this suspect had to be completely out of his mind.
Wires through some electrical fencing here.
Clear on electrical fencing. No matter.
No matter how many patrol cars closed in, this suspect refused to stop. Even stop sticks were deployed, but they had no effect. After 10 minutes of relentless pursuit, the suspect finally began to falter. After a long and chaotic chase, the suspect finally got stuck in a field. Murdoch was arrested immediately and taken into custody, bringing this wild pursuit to an end. But now the big question, what kind of punishment do you think he deserves? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.